I'm from a place in Liverpool called Halewood, on a council estate with my mum and my dad. I grew up supporting Liverpool and pretending I was, the players at the time. Robbie Fowler was as far as, that I can go back and remember. I used to love watching him play, and yeah, I think that was kind of, the footballer who I looked up to. I was at Liverpool up until I was 15, and then got released from Liverpool and was obviously absolutely devastated. And I remember my dad saying, clear as day is, don't ever give up and just go back to enjoying football, and that's what we did. I went back to play for Sunday League team, and within a couple of weeks, a guy asked my dad to take me to Tranmere. And then, it started from there. Went and done a 6-week trial and signed for Tranmere. We done a 2-year apprenticeship, YTS, and I think it was on £50 the first year, and then £60 in my second year. I was getting, 2 buses a day just to get to training, and yeah, it's a lot of commitments, and that's what you've got to do to become a professional footballer. Well, I'd had a good start to, my professional years at Tranmere. And I genuinely, thought, where am I going to go from here if I wasn't to play, because they just brought a left back in. Yeah, that made me more determined throughout pre-season. And then, thankfully, I think I must have played 40 odd games that year. And then the following year moved to Ipswich. So off I went to Ipswich and moved into this apartment, obviously miles away from Liverpool. I think it was a 4 or 5 hour journey. It was kind of crazy because I'd always had my family around me. You grow up really quick. I'd never learned how to put a washing machine on. I'd never cooked. I'd never cleaned. I'd never learned how to to manage myself, and it was the best thing that could have happened to me. Yeah, it was a massive step from League One to the Championship. Certainly moving away, not knowing anyone down there, being so far away from my family. It was a tough task ahead, and yeah, I just I'd give everything I could towards it, and come the end of the season, I think I'd pretty much played every game, and yeah, just went from there really and got Player of the Year and stayed there for another 2 or 3 years. I was close to signing for a couple of other teams at the time. As soon as I got the call, it was only one decision, and jumped straight in the car and drove down here.
Yeah, very excited. Obviously, it's a massive club. Coming from Ipswich, which is not too far down the road. But I'm just can't wait to look forward to it and get ready for the new season ahead.
Of course, scoring your first Premier League goal. Yeah, that was another special day.
I think that was an attempted shot, but it's run into the path of Cresswell, and West Ham have the lead. Aaron Cresswell's first ever Premier League goal and his first ever goal for West Ham.
I remember, in a kind of selfish way, Mauro Zarate went through in the last minute, and I was not thinking, please don't score, but to score the only goal and win 1-0 was a little bit even more special for me. To make my Premier League debut, fast forward a year or 2 later, to get that phone call was what dreams are made of. I'd done my knee that pre-season, and I think I missed about a good 10 games through injury. I'd done my MCL, and I come back against Crystal Palace and set Lanzini's goal up, and I had a good start to the return after my injury, and I'd had a phone call off Gareth to say, look, he's been watching me for some time now, and it was a dream come true. To come on against Spain was what it's. I remember having all my family, even my granddad, who's obviously elderly. He come all the way down. It was one of the best days of my life, and to represent the country from where I was from, and I never ever dreamt I was going to go on to go that far and play for England was special. This is my 6th season at West Ham now, and as I say, 2 kids were born down here. You know, my wife loves it here, I love it here, and yeah, you know, to extend it 3 more years after this season was fantastic news, and long may that continue.
Brilliantly taken from Aaron Cresswell. He's looking for Cresswell.